I think another question that a lot of Americans have is the Venezuela piece that I want to talk about, because that was the next thing. You said Maduro, obviously the president of Venezuela, bad guy. America should have done more when he claimed that he won that election, that he did not win. But I'm curious, what do you think that these strikes are about? Do you think it's about fighting drug trafficking, like the administration's saying, or do you think it's about regime change in Venezuela? Because Reuters is reporting that the U.S. military has been expanding in the Caribbean since August. And according to the outlet, the region has seen the largest military buildup not related to disaster relief in over 30 years. We're seeing military fighter jets, warships, and spy planes. And is this about drug trafficking and fighting that, or is this about regime change? And do you think that the ultimate goal of these strikes is to get Maduro out of power?
Brittany, you asked exactly the right question.
Well, thank you.
And but the thing is, and as vice chairman of the Intelligence Committee, I should be able to tell you I know that answer, or I should be able to say, I know that answer, but it's classified. I can't answer either of those. And that's
so
not
you're
the
saying.
way. Go ahead.
So, I mean, once again, I'm not, I would love to know the classified information, but I'm not asking you to divulge that here. That's not even included. That reasoning's not even in the classified documents.
That is not in this opinion. This opinion was about taking strikes on boats in international waters that involve drug trafficking. That is something that should be debated. And again, if we need to cut down drug trafficking, and we have used, as we have for years and years, all kinds of tools. And frankly, we do need to do more. But the notion that we're going to do this without kind of buy-in of Congress is a totally separate debate than what happens in Venezuela, where again, the worst thing for America, and the worst thing in many ways for the Venezuelan people, is somehow turning Maduro into a hero because we've not made it clear what our goal is here. And that's, it's again, Maduro is a bad guy. His government has been awful to the Venezuelan people. Venezuela used to be one of the, I believe 25 plus years ago, it was the highest per capita income in all of South America. It's got the largest amount of oil reserves literally in the world, more than even the Middle East countries. And the idea that we don't have a policy that has any kind of clarity. Do we want to turn a bunch of countries that are also against Maduro, particularly in the region, in Central America or South America, somehow anti-American because it looks like we are again imposing kind of our will without a clear policy? And again, I used to, as an exchange student in Argentina, I'm a big student of South America and Central America. And, you can go through Honduras, Guatemala, Dominican Republic, many times with American intervention where even sometimes where we came in with good intentions, if we weren't clear what we were trying to do, we ended up turning people in that region against us. And I think oftentimes America, never does focus south enough. We go look at Europe, we look at Asia, we don't focus enough on South America. And, I think we could have built a coalition if there was a clear policy. But I can't tell you what the policy is, and I should be able to answer that question to you. Especially when I've got one of the carriers that have been deployed is home ported in Norfolk, Virginia. I got sailors' families calling me saying, are we going to war? Are my kids going to be safe? Are my sailor kids going to be safe? And I can't give them an answer. That is not a responsible policy for the United States. And the idea that the president can just kind of blow off Congress, it's what he's been doing for 10 months, but this is not normal. And again, and I don't believe, just to be clear on this, I don't believe on this issue in terms of clarity of policy about Venezuela, that even my Republican colleagues have said, all right, here's the secret plan. I don't think anybody's clued in.